Hi, I'm back with my podcast. Happiness is just a choice away, and I want to ask you some questions today. What would you like to see your life as? Wouldn't it be fun to see your life as a playground? And wouldn't it be fun to start playing now? How many miracles can you add to the world? What miracle can you ask for? What miracle can you be? What if you asked for miracles to show up every single day of your life? And everything that doesn't allow you to see and receive the miracles you already have and that already occur in your life, will you uncreate and destroy it now? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What is the gift of you? If you start offering the gift only you can be, you create new possibilities for everybody and so much change in the world. When you start getting reflections back on your uniqueness and in what ways you have touched and moved people and changed their realities, we've talked about this yesterday a little bit, then a deep peace moves into your heart. There's a joy of making a difference, and you'll start knowing just how powerful you are and how precious you are and how precious your contribution is. And it's often not by doing something. Again, it's just about being you, being the space, being the energy of you, and just having the courage to show up exactly as you. And then you'll start perceiving yourself as a part of something bigger. A wave is set in motion. You being you. You know how a butterfly can start a tsunami wave somewhere on the other side of the planet? Well, that can be you. If you start showing up as you can be the butterfly setting a tsunami wave in motion. And you can turn into this magical invitation for so many others to choose joy too and have so much more of them too. And how does it get any better than that? That's a win-win-win-win-win situation. And you know, these moments when you are happy and you are calm and you're peaceful, and then all of a sudden things start to go wrong, or you start like going down the hill, or you start getting really naggy, strange, weird, yuck feelings, and you don't get what's going on. Well, usually it's because you are making yourself wrong for something. You know, we've been made wrong our entire lives for so many things. We've been judged. There's been separation. There's been hurt. There's been blame, game, guilt, and shame. And so we buy into that. We go to that place where we're like, well, just, you know, if people keep repeating the same judgment about us, it must be true. There must be something in it, right? There must be some truth. And as humanoids, we tend to go to that place where we doubt ourselves first, and we always want to go see, you know, what did I do wrong, or what could I have done better here, or, you know, what am I missing here, or why did I let the other person down, or all this stuff. But what I've learned is that everywhere everything I've been made wrong for in my life is actually one of my strongnesses. So everything people make me wrong for is actually where I'm really strong and where I'm different. You know, when you start acknowledging that, yes, you are different, then you stop trying to prove that the judgments other people have of you are wrong, because you want to correct them and you want to show them that's not who you are. But you can just acknowledge that you're different, and you can just go, okay, wait a minute. I'm making myself dynamically wrong for blah, blah, blah. Let's say people like to call me intense, for instance. So, you know, I can go and make myself wrong for that, and I can try to like dim it down, be more quiet, or like more respectful, or more, what's that really cool word, diplomatic, not very diplomatic. Yeah, I'm not. So I can, you know, I can go to those places where I want to try and be what would be the opposite of what people are judging me for, so I can avoid this stuff that gets created when I'm being the thing people are judging me for. Oh my God, can we uncreate and destroy all of that now? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What if there's absolutely nothing wrong with you? And what if this me being intense is actually one of my is a strongness, is a capacity. Like, I have the capacity to perceive so much energy. Now, if I don't acknowledge that, I'm going to start suppressing it, right? I'm going to cut myself off from all the awareness I have. I'm going to try to avoid it. I'm going to try to make myself small so I can fit into other people's boxes. But I still have that awareness, and my life still is intense. But now, on top of having all this awareness, and on top of being intense, I'm going to suffer because I put myself under pressure to try and be something I'm not. So what instead you started acknowledging, and you go like, oh my God, yes, I am different. I do have capacities other people may not have, or they have them too, but in different ways. I'm not saying I'm better than other people at all. I'm just saying, we all have our very unique capacities. We have our very unique ways of being on this planet. So instead of making myself wrong, what if I go to that place where I start asking, what is strong about me that I've never acknowledged? What is the quality here about me that I have never acknowledged? And then you can start using that, and you can start being that, and you can start freeing yourself from trying to be something or somebody you're not. And that is such a relief, when you don't have to try and fit into other people's boxes anymore. You don't have to try and prove that you're not what they think you are or should be. It's such a... There's so much energy that's freed from that, because then all of a sudden you have all that energy to play. So again, what if your life was a playground and you started playing? And what if you started asking yourself, what if you started seeing every situation, every circumstance as a possibility to gain awareness? Like, what if there's no problem? What if you just start playing? That every single situation showing up in your life, first of all, you created it, you chose it. You can always ask, what did I choose here? How did I create this? Do I like what I created? Is it fun? Is it light? Or do I want to choose something different? And then you can start using circumstances, situations, even people, even jobs. Like, even if you're in a job that you don't necessarily like anymore, you can start using that job as a playground and go like, wow, okay, let's explore, what else is possible here? What else could I be or do different that would change everything here? And even if you already know that it's about time to leave that job, or it's time to choose something different, you can still use that space to play, with interactions with human beings, and just play with like, okay, what can I be or do different that would change everything here? And that would make it so much more fun. Like, is it fun to say yes? Is it fun to say no? Where am I not saying no, even though it would be fun? Where am I saying yes, even though I mean no? All of this stuff, you can start playing. So what if every situation in life was actually an invitation for you to play and to gain more awareness? And again, if you look at what it created and you don't like the result, you don't like the outcome, you can always choose something new. You can choose something different. And I also want to invite you to another game. So other than, taking every challenge you face in life as a possibility to grow and gain more awareness, and to start really finding out what's fun for you and what works for you. We're not asked that. We're trained, conditioned to learn the rules of the game of this reality, and then to get better and better at it, and to try to be perfect in playing that game. But what if that game isn't even ours? What if that game in the first place isn't fun for us to play? What if the rules aren't fun for us? And what if something totally different would be fun for you? So I'm going to ask you another question. Imagine you have one more day to live. Imagine you have 24 hours left. You know you're dying tomorrow at the same time. And just take a deep breath. And now really ask yourself, truth, what would you choose right now? Would you care about what anybody thinks of you? Would you worry about money? Would you worry about whether a choice is safe or leads to some sort of expected outcome? Or if anybody agrees with your choice? Do you think you're gonna regret making mistakes in life when you die? Or are you just gonna regret all the things you didn't choose? All the things you didn't do? All the things you wanted to be? You know, when you were a kid and you had all these things, you were like, when I grow up, I'm gonna be this and this and that, and you go and tap into all these possibilities, and you're like, you know, I'm gonna be a circus artist, or I'm gonna be like an astronaut, or I'm gonna be this and that, and there's all this like energy in it. And then as you get older, you know, you become more realistic and more, you know, like adult and more serious, obviously, and you let go of all these ideas because, yeah, those are just childhood dreams. But what if they were not? What if they were actually possibilities you were aware of? So again, maybe you want to play with that for a while. If you died tomorrow, what would you choose right now? And whatever it is that's stopping you from choosing that anyway, even if you don't die tomorrow, will you uncreate and destroy it now? Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. It's a really cool tool. Even the 10 seconds tool, you know, even if you ask yourself, okay, if I had 10 more seconds to live, what would I choose here? And then it becomes brutally honest, because you know, in those last 10 seconds, you're not going to lie to yourself. You're not going to play a role that's going to satisfy somebody else. You're just going to choose for you. So what if you start playing that more in life in general? Start choosing what's really fun for you, and what you would choose on a deathbed. And the good news is, you probably have a lot more time left to live than 24 hours. So why not enjoy that time? Why not function from joy while you're still here in this body? Why not enjoy this beautiful body of yours? You know, there's so much cool stuff you can be and experience in this beautiful body. And why not actually enjoy the time you have left instead of just functioning? I love this. They're like partying and watching sunset on a boat behind me. This is awesome. They are celebrating, and I love that. Should all do that a lot more. So yeah, when you reflect back on your life, and I've just been present for a friend of mine who just passed away. I went to see him, and I went to be there with him just before he left his body. He asked me to be there for him. And you know, it's never about the things we did wrong that we regret. It's always about the things we didn't choose, even though part of you knows. You know what brings you joy. You know what sounds like fun. You know what's light. You know what's ease for you. And if you don't, please start asking those questions. Looking forward to connecting some more later. Have a wonderful day.